Hot 93.7 Hartford's #1 for hip hop and R&B. We got J. Cole in the studio right now.
Welcome back, brother, to CT.
I haven't seen you in a long time. What's been going on in your life?
I know, just working hard, growing my hair out.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, I see. It's starting to get a little bit long there. It looks nice.
A little bit.
Yeah.
It's real nappy.
The new single is wow.
Ooh, yeah. Thank you.
First of all, we want to know who produced Power Trip. Like, who produced it?
J. Cole.
Really? That was you?
Yes, these hands made that.
Because let me tell you, the beat,
thank you.
it like moves me. It's an incredible situation.
Thank you.
Then you got Miguel on the song. Like, it's just wow.
Thank you very much. That means a lot to me.
Oh, well, thank you. Well, thank you for saying that. So, considering that's the first thing we've heard from the new album, Born Sinner, like, I can only imagine what else we're going to hear from you.
Yeah, I got some incredible stuff on there, man.
How long you been working on the album?
Probably the week after my first album dropped, I started working on this album. So that was October of 2011. So like a year and a half.
It's been that long.
Yeah, it's been like a year and a half now. Almost. I've been working on this thing.
I know that, leading up to the first album, I remember talking to you and you were kind of anticipating it, and it felt like, to me, that you were a little bit nervous about the situation.
Yeah.
Then you released the album, and you had incredible sales.
Yeah.
So congratulations on that.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
How did you feel when that happened?
I felt so relieved and great about that, man. It was a beautiful thing. But now I'm right back to being nervous again, so it's all.
Well, I was going to ask you about that, because isn't there like a sophomore curse or whatever?
Nah, it's not. They say the sophomore curse is about the actual product, not sales. So the sophomore curse is that your sophomore album isn't going to be as good as your first, but I don't think I had that problem.
No, and especially since we heard Power Trip, we know it's going to be quality work. So
yeah, it's going to be so much better.
So what is your biggest, nervous, worry? What's your biggest worry about the second album?
Just the same thing, commercially. Like, I just hope it's successful again. I hope it's even more successful. I hope it crushes it in terms of sales, you know what I mean, and critical acclaim. So I just want those two things to happen.
And I'm expecting a tour too. Like, we're going back on tour and doing all that once again.
Yeah. So if it blows up like I want it to, then that'll determine how big the tour is. You know what I mean? Of course, we're gonna go everywhere, but I want to do certain things at the shows that require a certain budget. So
What are some of the things you're thinking about, J. Cole?
I don't want to give nobody my ideas, because then they're gonna steal them.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But I got some cool things.
Okay.
Yeah.
And of course, you're learning from the best, who throws like the biggest towards Jay-Z. So I'm sure you got, big aspirations.
Yeah, I want to do it bigger than him.
So, J. Cole, I wanted to ask you, because now you're kind of seasoned, you're in the game for a while.
Yeah.
Do you regret not becoming like a professional basketball player?
No, I don't regret it. I wish I would have worked harder, though. I don't regret it because I wasn't good enough, but in my next life, I know how hard I got to work now. You know what I mean? You got to work really hard to be to do that.
I'm just saying, what do you think would have been harder, the basketball or the rap game?
Rap game, but basketball would have been fun, man.
Yeah.
And you get paid so much.
They really do.
Yeah, they make a lot of money.
But you're making a lot of money.
I mean,
what's your net worth at this point?
$80 billion.
Wow, damn.
First 80 billionaire.
80 billion, J. Cole? You could have married Janet Jackson this week if you had a chance.
I did.
Oh, wow, that's you?
That was you. You just got back from Dubai.
Wait, so she got married or something?
Nah, she did get married.
Keep up with this, man.
I know, he doesn't know anything that's going on.
Janet don't call me no more, so I don't even know what's going on with her.
Janet just revealed this week she got married last year in like a little small ceremony.
Oh.
Which she's famous for, because, she married one of the DeBarges like that, too.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's how we got married, too. It's all good.
In between all that, right?
I know how she works.
Who is your fantasy woman? Is it Janet Jackson?
Growing up, it was Mariah Carey. Definitely. I used to pray that Mariah Carey had like a daughter my age or something, like, you know what I mean? Alicia Keys for a while when she came out. I had mad little young crushes.
Who right now is like the prettiest girl in the game, like that you would want to have a relationship with?
I wouldn't want to have a relationship with anybody.
Are you okay that you would like to sex? Let's like, J. Cole, who do you want to sex?
I can't. It's a tricky situation for me. Let's keep it at prettiest girls.
Okay, prettiest girl.
I'm looking at a picture of Lala right now. Lala is very pretty. Roxy from 106 Park is very pretty. I think she's in this picture.
Supposedly she's engaged to Shaquille O'Neal.
Roxy is?
Yeah.
Oh, more power to her. I just seen Shaq. What up, Shaq? Who else, man? Who we be talking about, man?
There was always room.
Oh, Megan Good.
Megan
God.
Good.
Megan Good God.
That's your girl?
Megan Good, yo. She don't even know.
There was always all those rumors about J. Cole and Rihanna. Remember those rumors?
Rihanna's pretty.
There was always those rumors about J. Cole, Rihanna, Drake, Rihanna.
Yeah, that actually helped my record sales a whole lot.
But you've had like a girl that you've been with for like a long time, right?
Yeah, that's true.
And how is she handling your success now? Because I know she's been there with you since the very beginning.
Yeah, she holds it down. She's great.
Does she not worry, like,
No,
you know?
No.
And that's the type of woman you need to be with.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because this, like, the music business is crazy.
I want to, like, really answer you wholeheartedly, but I just feel like it's going to go way too far.
No, there's no going far, J. Cole.
But yeah, you're right.
So, you know, I asked earlier, the topic of the day today for us at 4 o'clock was, should women or people be able to name names and tell all books?
Name names and tell all books. Do they still do tell all books?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Got a couple coming out.
There's a couple coming out in the next couple weeks,
Who's
in fact.
putting them out?
Well, you don't watch Love and Hip Hop New York, it says. So, like, Winter Ramo, she's on there.
Okay.
Erica Mena.
Oh, God, what are they doing? They just got here. Tell all book. Once you tell,
But on
what are you telling?
On the flip side, we know that Superhead had 2 come out already.
Right.
Clive Davis had 1 come out.
She really put in work. Clive Davis put in work.
Yeah, and he names names. He says things.
That's crazy.
So should people be able to say things and tell all
No, they
books?
shouldn't. They shouldn't.
Why?
Because you should give somebody publishing for that.
Oh, most definitely, yeah.
Yeah, if you name the name in your book, you should have to clear that with them. You know
Right,
what I'm
right.
saying?
Mhm.
Right. Legally, you should have to clear it with them.
But you don't. You can say whatever you want about anybody.
Well, I'm suing.
Well, what are we going to hear about you, J. Cole?
I don't know.
What are we about to hear?
Nothing. I'm just saying. Don't name my name.
All right, so they asked you to come and speak at Harvard University. Tell me about that.
Yeah, they did ask me to come speak at Harvard University, and I went and spoke yesterday. It was incredible, amazing. It was just flowing out, man. It was like more like a conversation. They asked me questions. I answered them. My headphones are acting up.
Oh, you can't hear.
Yeah, you know, it was dope.
So what did you, like, obviously you talked to the students. What are some of the questions that they asked you? And was it people mostly interested in the music business or, like, you know?
Not. You know what it is? Harvard has like a hip-hop program, a hip-hop archive. That's really cool. It's almost like a little library of like hip-hop knowledge and books or whatever. And they have a professor who runs the program.
Is that the one that quotes Jay-Z? Isn't there like one professor in college that always talks about hip hop and
no, that's Michael Eric Dyson.
Oh, okay, so I'm sorry, I have the wrong person.
Everybody. But you know, I'm sure she quotes some people. But the students were just asking me about like how I did it. You know, those questions, how I did it, when did I know I wanted to do it? But then it got deeper, like where am I headed? What are my goals? You know what I mean? I don't even know. We talked for an hour and a half, and you know, great conversation. I heard they put out videos online. So
yeah, there is. Yeah, there are videos. We're gonna dissect them all when you leave.
Nice.
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
So you got Born Sinner on the way.
Born Sinner, second album.
Exciting. Who are we gonna have on the album with you?
Me, just me. Miguel's on there right now. Got a couple features for a couple hooks, but in terms of rappers, I don't know yet.
Who do you want on it?
I'm not really wanting anybody but me. You know what I mean?
You want to just showcase what you can do?
Yep.
There was a rumor going around that you're going to have like a collabo album come out. People were talking about you and maybe Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
Is that on the way still?
It's still happening.
Have you and Kendrick started to actually work together?
Yeah, we got in a few times. Last time we got in was months ago though, but we will. You know, we'll finish that.
How you liking working with him?
Oh, it's incredible. It's like my little cousin, man. It's dope. It's really like when you used to have your cousin come over and just you all you did was play basketball and play video games, and y'all like the same things. It was like that when we got in. It was dope.
What'd you think about his album?
Incredible. Amazing.
It was, you know what? His album kind of reminds me of your album. Y'all got kind of the same style because y'all talk about real things.
Yeah, I agree with that.
You know what I'm saying?
We both, there's not a lot of fronting involved with either of us. I feel like that's the new wave. You know what I mean?
I don't think it's the new wave. I think we're getting back to the roots of the root of hip hop, the way the hip hop should be started out.
Because there's still a lot of fronting going on out there.
Yeah, it definitely is. But they can't survive though. They're not going to be able to sell, and they're not going to be able to maintain. You know what I mean?
What are we going to learn about you on Born Sinner that we don't know about you already, J. Cole?
A lot of things. Definitely a lot of things. A lot of things. It's like an autobiography. You know what I mean? So you'll have a lot of dirt to play with.
Of course. I always got that. Speaking of that, there's always like those Illuminati rumors that go around about J. Cole. Yeah. Like, what's the deal with that, J. Cole? How can we get down, and do we have to put on like a black robe and walk around with an upside-down cross? Like, what we got to do?
It's a lot of stereotypes. It's not like that anymore.
It's not like that anymore? What does that even mean? I don't even know.
I'm joking, man. I'm joking. I love playing like into those. It's cool. It's funny.
They really read into everything, like you, Jay, Beyonce, Kanye, and like all you guys. Yeah. Like anything you do, hand signs. Like if you throw up the rock, whatever it is. If you're wearing a shirt with a certain symbol on it, like everybody's like they're like, oh my God, Illuminati J. Cole. Like it's crazy. They like rename you that.
You know, it's crazy. Before I got a deal and like became a part of the industry or whatever, was in the industry, I was one of those people. Like, I wasn't on it all the time, but I'm a conspiracy theorist. Like, I believe those videos. So there were times where I look at a video that's like, Jay-Z, a member of the Illuminati. And I would be like, oh, like, yo, how is it? And then you meet him and you see how things work. And you're like, nah, man, like, that's bogus. That's somebody who's so far away from the truth and what's actually happening. Just creating something. They probably high. You know what I mean? So everything's connecting, but it's not true.
Okay.
Clearly, it sounds dumb to say that.
Nah, it's cool because like when we get off the radio, you can tell us how we can get down. Yeah, and so when are we can expect Born Sinner to be out? Because I know it got pushed back one time, or you said a date that you thought it might happen.
Yeah, exactly. I said a date. That date wasn't realistic. Now I'm not gonna. I have the date, but I'm not gonna say it. I'll probably say it in a couple weeks.
Okay, cool.
So just look out for it in a couple weeks. I'll give you that date.
Because we're like really looking forward to the album.
Yes, thank you, man. I'm looking forward to it. And I'm not even going to speak on it.
All right.
It's dope.
J. Cole, thank you so much for coming by today.
Thank you for having me.
We really appreciate it. We're looking forward to Born Sinner. We love the new single Power Trip. We'll get back into that at 5:50.
Thank you.
Because we're going to take a quick break. And congratulations on all your success, man.
I appreciate that. Good to see you.
All right. It's Hot 937.